What's up, guys? So this is what you've all been waiting for, which is exercises to do to keep you swim fit even though you can't get in the water. So these exercises will actually help improve your stroke and your strength and help reduce injuries should you be doing them correctly and setting up a routine throughout the week so that we can't swim. So the first exercise we're going to concentrate on today is press-ups. Now there's hundreds of different varieties of press-ups that we can do, but today's ones we're going to focus on 3 different grip, hand width press-ups. So the first one we're going to do is narrow press-ups, and this is engaging the triceps a lot more. The second one we're going to do is wide press-ups, so that's basically below your elbow, your wrist is below your elbow, so quite wide. And the third press up we're going to do is decline press up, which is working more of the top of your shoulder, so more like a shoulder press action, but it's really useful for developing the swim muscles for the catch phase. So the first press up we're going to do is narrow grip press up, so your hands are literally as wide as your body. Okay, now an easier way to do this would be on the tops of your knees with your heels crossed over behind you, your feet crossed over behind you. So this is the easiest version to do. Look forwards and you're bringing it down. So your hands should be under your shoulders like that. Okay, more advanced version is going onto your toes in the full press up position and going down. Really squeeze through the tricep as you come up. So the next version is the wide grip press up. So your hands, if you're using a mat, generally wider than the mat. Okay, once again you can do it on the knees to make it easier and just cross your heels and come down. Look forwards. So if you're always looking forwards, it keeps the spine in a much more neutral position. But you should feel this working into your shoulders, maybe your chest, and of course your triceps to make it harder. Obviously a full press up. All the way down to the ground. It's better to do 10 good reps rather than 20 rubbish reps. So always go for quality. Next press up position is a decline press up. So it doesn't have to be very high raise for your feet. So you could use books. I'm going to use quite a low sofa. And you have your hand position in a wide grip again, just like we did beforehand. Put your feet onto the sofa. Looking forwards. Now it helps if you really suck the belly button in. Okay, and stick your bum slightly in the air, because if you go into a normal press up position, you tend to sag the back by doing declines. So stick the bum slightly up and down so your nose is towards the ground. This loads the front of the shoulder much more, so it's really good for swimming. So we're going to work on the core muscles now. So this replicates swimming on your back, and it's called Flutter Kicks. So if you watched some of my videos before, you'll know this exercise and the abs routine. But my fingers are facing forwards. Some of my body weight is back, supported by my arms, lifting the feet about a couple of inches off the floor. You already see me shaking, and all you're doing is fluttering your legs. Like swimming, you can do it faster. And I advise you hold for about 30 seconds doing this. Now to make it harder or easier, an easier version would be to go all the way onto your back, hands behind your head, but just push the lower back into the ground while you do it. If your back comes off the ground and you've got an arch under your back, okay, you're doing it wrong, so you need to really force that back down. And another version you could do is on your front, Doing the same thing. This is going to engage the core and the glutes and the lower back. Okay, once again, do for 30 seconds. This exercise, dips, is quite a well-known exercise, and we can do it on the floor or using a chair or a bench or a sofa or a bed. I'm going to use the windowsill here. So all you're doing is you're sitting down on something which is of some height if you're using an object. Now I want you to put your hands sideways. By putting your hands over the top like this, you're actually straightening the shoulder. So have your hands with your fingers pointing at 180 degrees from each other, and you lower your body down to about 90 degrees with an elbow bend and back up and really push up. Now by having your fingers pointing out, you'll really feel this in your shoulders. You'll get extra muscle definition and extra strength in your shoulders. To make it harder, you can put your feet further away onto the heels. Get lower. And there's a different version. If you don't have anything you can use as a height, you can use the floor. So same principle again, fingers pointing out 180 degrees from each other, onto the heels, lift your body off and bend the elbows and lower your bottom to the ground, and then squeeze up, straighten your arms. If you want to make it slightly more interesting, a bit harder, raise one leg, do a number of repetitions, and then change legs. So this exercise is the plank. Now everyone knows the plank, but there's lots of variations to make it harder and work more of the core muscles and to work swimming muscles in your arms. So get into the plank position. So hands are under your elbows, which are under your shoulders, looking forward, feet slightly apart, suck your belly button in or draw it in, clench the glutes. By clenching the glutes, you're really keeping everything tight. Now this first plank is literally walking forwards, but holding a nice neutral position. And back. And you keep repeating for about a minute if you can. Obviously, if you can't do a minute, just do what you can. So this next plank position is called threading the needle, and literally in plank position you're just reaching through with your arm like so. So I'm going to do this for 30 seconds before I change arms. You could have something to aim for to touch, but you'll really feel it in your shoulder and your core. So a side plank is another variation. So you go into the side, have your elbow underneath your shoulder, hand flat on the floor, one foot on top of the other foot. You literally just raise your hips off the floor. This is a static side plank. Now we can reach under and up, like so, and we can do hip lifts, and we can also do a knee up, elbow to knee version as well. So what I suggest is you do 30 seconds of each of those exercises and then change sides.